Good morning, what is going on, everybody? This is the Cryptoke YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about Derby Stars. This is a NFT play to earn game. You can find them on their website, derbystars.com, or at derbystars_HQ on Twitter. And jumping right into it, disclaimer as always, I am not a financial advisor. This video serves for educational purposes only. Please be careful when you're in crypto. So what exactly is Derby Stars? Well, I touched on it briefly, but it's supposed to be the first Terra-based, or the Terra blockchain, or most people just say Luna as the token, play-to-earn game. They will have a pre-sale, which I'll cover here in a minute with all of their details, limited to a 10,000 horse supply. Now, in theory, there is a max supply of their common and rare horses, but this is through the fact that they will have breeding of these common and rare horses to be able to acquire other and various versions. Now, the concept itself has similar touches as to what Zed-Run does currently, but they are going to have pretty interesting graphics as I've shown on the screen. It is actually, I think, going to be more of something that you control rather than a NFT races for itself. We'll have to see for certain, but the horses can play in races to win prizes. They can also be trained up to win these races. And there will be a dual token economy through a governance and utility token, which they haven't released a lot of details on at this moment. And they'll also have land ownership as something that you can do to pretty much act as a a rancher for these horses. Now, the horses themselves, I've actually thrown up the just some images that the team has released of the various different types of horses. Starting at the bottom is the common, the middle is the rare, and the top is the unique horse, which will be limited to just 1,000. Now, they'll have 10 different body parts. They'll have a body component, which is the eyes, the muzzle, torso, mane, legs, and tail. They'll have patterns for all these, as we see going from the common to the rare. The actual rare has a different mane, different pattern on the body, things like that. But the patterns will be for the torso, the muzzle, leg, mane, and tail. And then they'll have add-ons, which you see on the unique, such as having a horn and wings. So if you have horn and wings, you have a unique, you have something that is very rare. Again, there are 3 tiers: normal, rare, unique, or common, rare, unique. And each of these will have their own talents, such as runaway runner, a front runner, a stalker, and a stretch runner, which I'll be interested to see how these talents play into the actual game in these races. And then each one will have their own skills that can actually be achieved through breeding. So as you breed, you might be able to get unique, different skills in the future, depending on what the team wants to do. Now for the pre-sale, this is something to pretty much mark on your calendar if you're wanting to buy one of these. It will be on December 6th. It'll last a total of 12 hours starting at 0 a.m. to 12 p.m. UTC, and it'll be on Random Earth. Now, the amount here you're going to see is $29.70 for the common and rare horses, and then they'll have 30 unique horses. For this stage 1, so note this is split into 3 stages. Stage 1 will go from 0 to 5 a.m. UTC. It'll begin for the private sale, which is just the whitelisted members. They'll have the access to get 1,500 common and rare at the cost of 3 Luna. Now, let's say they don't buy all of them. Well, the remaining amount will go into stage 2 for the public sale, where there'll be 1,470, or the remaining amounts, not counting the uniques, for common and rare at, again, 3 Luna on a first-come, first-served basis. This will be between 5 and 7 a.m. UTC. And then stage 3 will be an English auction for the 30 unique horses, which are going to be starting at 25 Luna each, which is a pretty decent price tag at the moment, but if they are unique, I could see it being technically worth it. 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. UTC. So that is how the pre-sale is going to go. If you are interested, feel free to mark that on your calendar. I myself, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to participate. I do love the Terra blockchain, and if I can get in and possibly get some horses, I doubt I'll get a unique, just because I'm sure the price for a unique will end up being in the hundreds, if not possibly thousands of Luna, depending on the absolute demand. But their Discord has a ton of members, so my hopes of getting a unique at a reasonable price is slim, and I'm not going to fully ape in a ton of Luna into a NFT, especially when I think Luna is going to have a very high price upside. Now, lastly, their partners and investors include Hashed, Unopened, Terra, and Nod Games. Good list in my opinion. To me, I am fully content with that. And to recap, this is a interesting project. I know I don't typically do a whole lot of NFT alone projects, and I'm going to start doing those, as there are actually a few projects I'm watching right now I want to make videos on, and I'll put them out. They'll be a little bit shorter videos, a little bit more concise, as there's not as much I guess detailed reports and documentation that you might find along with something like a Curve and Aave, you name it, DeFi protocol, where they have a ton of documentation I need to research and go through. Now, I did not directly find anything on their website linking to the team. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could try to talk to the actual team on, say, Discord or Telegram or any of their socials. But that's not terribly uncommon recently with a lot of projects. They don't just link to it, but you can find it out. It's not like all of them are necessarily trying to hide it. So just keep that in mind. Overall, I like the basic concept. I know Zedrun got a bunch of attention. If their graphics and everything are as good as it seems, and they come out with tokens and the game expands beyond just simply racing and maybe they add in other stuff, then I think it could be a really big game, especially if they are going to be the first to launch on Terra. That will be huge, because we saw with Galactic Punks, I believe at the moment, I haven't kept up with every single project launching on Terra, because after Galactic Punks, really there was just an avalanche of NFTs launching, but they've held their value well. So if they're the first play to earn game, I could see them holding their value really well as well. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below, and if you liked the video, drop a like. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.